Welcome to the vlog. Bit of a more serious type vlog today. Gas safety in the caravan. This is quality caravan vlog. I have had previously something that sits on the gas bottle. Now I'll show you what it is. Now this, maybe you've got one of these yourself. Relatively inexpensive device. Sits on your gas pipe, that goes to your regulator, that goes to your bottle, and it tells you how full the bottle is. Except, as you know and I know, it doesn't actually tell you how full it is at all. Now I know what you're going to say. You don't use Calagas, Mr. Caravan Vlogger. No, I don't use Calagas because I can never tell how full it is. I've recently, I use BP, well, it's not BP anymore, it's flow gas light bottles, and they're see-through fiberglass, so you can see exactly what the level is. However, if you are invested in the Calagas system, you might have one of these. It's just purely a device that tells you how much gas you've got in your bottle. This device here, nicely packaged. So I should have done an unboxing video, shouldn't I? Focus on that, that's it. There, and as you see, it shows you, although that's not its primary function. Now its primary function is to prevent, as I said, major gas leaks. Now what it does, it attaches to your bottle and to your regulator, and within there, in fact while I'm talking I'll place that, within there there's a little ball bearing that sits up there, and when it detects that too much gas is coming out because of a leak, it shuts off the gas between this and the bottle, so it don't go any further. So basically it's got a bit on the top here, so when you first install it you prime it by pushing that 3 times. That gets the ball bearing, you know, where it should be, and you're off. Like I say, you can check, let's get that around the right way, you can check how much is in your bottle because it works on pressure. I've seen a few reviews on this and people have asked about minor gas leaks. Now it won't detect minor gas leaks. Now the reason it doesn't protect minor gas leaks is because the system works by letting gas through. So when you're using your fire or your gas stove or whatever you're using, your oven, or your heating, it's letting gas through obviously. Now if it detected every time it detected gas coming through, it shut off, you'd get rather quickly annoyed with it and uninstall it and throw it in the bin, I'm sure. Another thing to add, now when I spoke to GasStop, guy I spoke to, very knowledgeable, told me all about it, told me more than I really needed to know and more than I can remember to impart to you. But one of the things he did say was they had a lot of feedback about the size of the nut they use on here, this one, because it's not, as you see, it's not the same size as the nut on this one. So it means you don't need, or put it another way, you can't use your gas spanner. For me that would be an absolute advantage because you could just use your trusty adjustable spanner and use it that way. Now I think they said they might look at changing it in the not the near future but in the distant future, because a lot of how can I put it, a lot of caravanners said they'd rather have the size of a gas nut, but for me, just I've got an adjustable spanner lying about in my toolbox, I can do it up. So that's maybe a downside to it, you could say. But as far as quality goes, I mean, it feels very, very good quality. It's all brass. See, that's all brass there. The only plastic is the actual dial on top. Whereas this one, now it is cheaper, so you probably expect it, but I don't know if you can see there, lovely little crack. And this just I mean, I was trying to take this off earlier as a demonstration, but I couldn't undo it. Don't have a gas spanner. I've got mole grips, but they just wouldn't come off. But that just comes off. You know, as someone once said, you get what you pay for. So you just literally screw that onto your bottle, tighten it with the correct tool, like a spanner. I'm just reading off the instructions here. Connect that to your regulator. Press that 4 to 6 times to prime the system, and you're ready to go. So easy to use, install once and forget about it. Perfect transparency. Perfect transparency? Complete transparency. I can't use this. I do have a Caravan bottle. What I'm thinking of doing is, in fact, what I'm going to do is give it away to some lucky subscriber or viewer. Now I'll put it all back in here nice and neatly, so you've got all the instructions and everything. 5-year guarantee. Get your GasStop here. I sound like one of those guys on the NEC that's trying to flog some cooking, a great new cooking utensil. As well as giving that away to a lucky person. GasSafe were also very kind in sending me, which I'll pass straight to you. All right, they've given me 2, so I'm keeping 1. What's it got to do with you? Get it in focus. USB memory stick. If I get my face, because it's face detect, yeah, there you go. Little memory stick there. And not only, I know, channel for big giveaways, unused. Anyway, you're not going to be able to see that, but it's a fork, a knife, and a spoon. I mean, it's been touched by the international caravan vlogger. That's got to be worth something. So, what you can do is put a comment to this vlog, any comment at all. You don't have to buy anything, obviously, but any comment, put in the comments. I will, after a couple of weeks, I'll randomly select 3 comments from 3 different people, and the first person I select will be sent this, the second person will be sent the USB, and the third, last but not least, what do you call it? It's not a spork, is it? Because it's a knife as well. Well, I'm not going to try and make some cut, but one of those. There you go. Don't feel too sorry for me. They sent me 2 of these and 2 of these. So, fill your boots. As you know, this channel takes safety seriously, even though you probably hear me say that I don't check my nuts. What? I don't check my nuts, talk on my nuts every day. So this channel takes safety seriously. These sell like hotcakes, whatever they are, in the US and the rest of Europe, but not really in the UK, hence the call to me, I guess, and the likes of me, I suppose. I don't suppose they're hinging their entire UK marketing program on me, on how many you lot buy from this video. So finally, put your comment down below. I'll pick a selection of 3 comments, give away one of those to people. I'll even pay for the postage for you. I know, my generosity knows no ends. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed that, and like and subscribe. Thumbs up if you enjoyed that. Hit the subscription button somewhere over there. That'd be great. See you in the next one. This is quality caravan vlogging. So gas, for me, is a weird thing. Now I'll explain why. In the last house we lived in, we had gas, natural gas in the house, and I was convinced I could smell gas in the garage all the time. Now we had the gas and electricity meter in the garage, and I called out the gas board and they came round and they had this gadget thing that sniffed 1 parts to a million, mate. This will sniff out 1 parts in a million in the air. You sniff around, no gas leak here, mate. But I said I can smell gas. He said there were a lot of other things smell like gas. Could be engine oil, gearbox oil, a load of other onions, or all this stuff. I don't know if he actually said those things, but he said he reeled off a number of things, obviously pre-rehearsed, if there wasn't a gas leak, but the owner of the house is convinced there was. So 10 years passes and I'm still convinced we have a gas leak. Almost every time I go to the garage I can smell gas. So I'll call them again and they say open the garage door, ventilate, make sure the house will be right round. And within the hour there was a guy round, yep, gas leak. Within an hour after that they turn the gas off, and there's 3 vans turn up and they start digging up the driveway and there was a gas leak. So there's my paranoia from gas. That's where it started. I often smell gas in the caravan. Just at Longleat, just after Christmas, I was opened up the front locker, no gas. I looked over and there was a guy opposite opening his gas locker and I could see him sniffing around. I don't know if there's some weird smell in Longleat. Also, that house I'm currently in, no gas in the village. We have air source heat pumps, that's all electric, no gas whatsoever. Some neighbours have got oil heating, and when we moved in here they had big Calagas bowls. And even today, every now and again I can smell gas. I don't know what it is, but I have absolute gas paranoia.